Hey, I'm Destiny. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because my channel is about building our businesses, having multiple side hustles, and also self-care. So if those topics interest you, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And in today's video, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to be showing you from start to finish how to launch your own t-shirt line. So, and as you can see, this is my t-shirt line, which is the Traveling Hair Boss, because my brand is Destiny Adams, the Traveling Hair Boss. So we are going to be going over our brand, the concept behind it, actually designing the t-shirts. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of getting my t-shirts printed with bare all print. I'm going to be showing you my photo shoot. I'm going to also be showing you how I priced everything. What else? Oh, and then I'm also going to be showing you the packaging, the shipping, my final product, everything that I include. So you're going to see my thank you cards, hang tags. These were all designed on Canva. So I'm going to be walking you through the entire process. So stay tuned. So the first thing you want to do with your t-shirt line is actually create a brand and a concept. So mine is based off my personal brand, which is Destiny Adams, the Traveling Hair Boss. So the Traveling Hair Boss is pretty much me. I love to travel. I was selling hair at the time, and then I was a boss, so the Traveling Hair Boss. So everything pertaining to my t-shirt line was either regarding traveling, hair, or being a boss. So those three concepts all together in one. And I chose my brand colors, so all my t-shirts were my brand colors, which was black and white with a mix of gray. So some of the sayings I had was my Bossy AF shirt, which that is our signature shirt, and you can purchase that shirt below on this video if you're watching it on the computer. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to drop the link for you. And one thing about your t-shirt lines, whenever you create a t-shirt line, you need your signature shirts. So these are gonna be shirts that you sell year round, that you're always gonna have in stock. They might come in a few colors, black, white, to keep it simple. And it's going along the concept of how Nike has their signature with the little check mark or the just do it. So you need a signature collection that's going to be available year round, so you can always be making money. So even if you have specialty drops, you still have your signature collection that's available, that's going to be there in between those drops. So there's never a gap where you're not making money. So yeah, so we have our Bossy AF shirt. We have our She Travel shirt. I had a shirt that said my grind is pandemic proof. I had my signature, the Traveling Hair Boss shirt. I had a shirt that said vacation slashed off, and then bizcation. So pretty much just everything regarding travel, hair, and being bossy. So once you have your concept set up, you have your different sayings that you want to put on the shirts, you're ready to start getting them designed. So you can take two routes. You can hire a designer, you tell them your concepts, you tell them what you want your shirts to look like, or two, you can design your own. And if you know me, you know I chose option 2. So I designed all my shirts through Canva, and I'm actually going to pull up Canva now so I can just show you exactly what I did to design them. So we have canva.com pulled up, and we're actually going to search t-shirt designs. And this is going to give you just a bunch of different t-shirt designs that you can make. So it's basically their templates. So these are all the different ones that you can click on, and you can remix them, put your own different style on them. And I always go to choose a blank t-shirt. And then since mine is for my personal brand, I usually always have my fonts already picked out, which is something bold that's going to be easy to see on a shirt. And they'll give you a lot of different examples that you can choose from. So to write on the shirt, you'll click add heading, and then you'll go ahead and change the font. And depending on your brand, if you want to go with something that matches your brand fonts, or you can choose something really big and bold like I always do. But they'll give you the option to play around. Peace Sans is my go-to font for all of my t-shirts pretty much, because that's the one because that's one of the fonts that I found to have the boldest and it's easy to read. And with this shirt, I wanted to make my font as big as possible because I wanted to go right across the chest. So for on this sheet, that's why I have it listed as big as possible. And just play around with the spacing. And depending on your designer or whoever you send it over to, you'll be able to have them enlarge it. Because I always tell my designer, I want it to fit as big as possible on my shirts. And he always knows what to do from there. Another thing you're going to want to do is create your tag that's going to go on the inside of your shirt. So mine was pretty much just a circle that had my logo and then also the size of the shirt. And a lot of brands don't have the inside stamp. So what you can do is just leave a tag there or just put it on your hang tags. So now that you have your hang tag design created, one thing I like to do is pull up a mock-up to see how everything is going to look all together. And I got my mock-up pretty much from just a t-shirt site. So I got a plain black one and a plain white one. So with that mock-up, I'm going to show you how it looks with your stamp on the inside of your shirt and then how it looks like as a finished product. So with your whatever saying you want to put on your shirt. And with these mock-ups, you can actually put these on your website when you're ready to sell the shirts. Just make sure your designer makes it look just like the mock-up. Fortunately for me, mine was able to create my t-shirt just exactly how my mock-up looked. So any shirt that I didn't take a picture in my photo shoot, I was able to just use the mock-up. And this is our finished product. Nice, cute, and clean. For the second part of this video, we're going to talk about actually getting the shirts printed. So you can either go pretty much two routes. You can have them drop shipped, which you find a company that's going to print the shirts for you. So as soon as your customer orders, it's going to be automatically fulfilled and shipped out to your company directly from that third party, which I chose to do that route for my current line because I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling now. And then also you can find someone probably in your local city, or you can find someone who offers this service to where they print the shirts for you and then they ship them directly to you. So I chose a company called Barrel Print, which is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I've been friends with the owner for years now. He has his own clothing line. I love the quality of the prints, love the quality of the shirts. So being able to work with him and get my designs printed was so easy. And I'm actually going to take y'all behind the scenes of what it actually looks like to get your shirts printed, which is the screen printed method, which I believe. But I'm going to drop his contact information in this video so you'll be able to contact him if you want to get started getting your t-shirts printed. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull that footage up.
So these is your screens. And so what we do to preserve screens is we'll put two images on the same screen on the opposite side. So we'll do bossy as fuck first, and then we'll do middleman second. Run a test print, make sure it's printing right. Print all the ones that need bossy as fuck. Clean the screen, run the middleman second, and go through that process for you. So that's what we
Now
do.
with these, I can do multiple colors.
You can, and so what? So you'll do we'll do the white first, and then we'll do black, and then clean it, and then do white, and then black. And so what happens with these is that after you want to test print, your location is usually 3 fingers from the neckline down. We'll hit the first one, pass it over. So white, any light color on a dark colored garment, always gonna need 2 hits. So this corner thing over here is called a flash dryer, so it cures the top layer, so when it comes over the next time, it's more opaque. Trying to see black through it still. Do 1 hit, that's what you don't want.
You are absolutely right. This is a dope process. For the third part of this video, we are going to talk about our packaging. So once you get your shirts back from the screen printer, which this is my finished product of how it looks when it's all packaged. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out and talk about each piece. So typically when you get your shirts back, they're just going to be like this. So this is my signature, the Traveling Hair Boss piece. And I'm just going to point out some of the details that I got that you saw when I was designing. So I have I got my logo on the inside, and then it has the size right here. So this is how it came back printed. So when I do my shirts, I wanted hang tags. So I have hang tags that flip over black and white. And then it also has a sticker with the size, if you can see that. And then I have a string. It's either black or white. I have different strings. So that's my hang tag. And then when I packaged up my shirts, one of the things I wanted to include was a thank you card. So that's this stack here. And I'm going to drop below where I got everything printed at to make it a lot easier for you. So my thank you cards has my logo, then it says, hey boss, thank you for your purchase. Then it gives you a coupon. So let me, if you can see that. And then it gives you the coupon, how to follow us on social media. So this is your basic thank you card, which this is, you want to include this in your card so you can get repeat customers. Drop that coupon code so they'll come back. And then also what I have is my business cards that I included. And my business cards just tells them how to follow me on social media, my YouTube channel. You got any questions, email us. So yeah, we keep that in there. Then so once I have my shirts, we'll go ahead and fold. And I actually purchased a t-shirt folder from Amazon, but I don't have it for displaying this video right now. But I'm gonna put that in my Amazon store so y'all be able to see exactly what it is. So what I do is pretty much just fold up the shirt. Got these plastic wraps. Once you get your shirts, if you want to pre-package everything, which is what I like to do because I ended up shipping out a lot of my shirts, I just put them in here so that way as soon as we do it, let me go ahead and package it up. That way as soon as we have everything ready, when someone orders, we can go ahead and just ship it out. So what I like to do when I do my packaging is put it like this. And if you have different t-shirt sayings, I wanted to be able to show the size, so if I'm grabbing it quick, so as you can see I got it flipped over to the size, and then the design on the shirt, so if I'm grabbing that quick. And then I go ahead, put our thank you note in here, add our business card in here. Fold it over. Now you're all set. So when someone orders, and I have just a basic black poly mailer, which you get these very cheap on Amazon. I believe I paid like, I think the price broke down to maybe 10 cents a piece for these. And then you'll just slide it in, print out your shipping label, and you're all set to go. And you know the shipping label, since my brand is black and white, the shipping label is also black and white, so it'll be all cute showing up to people's door. But if you're doing pop-up shops, which I highly recommend, you have your personal bags. So if you're doing pop-up shops or if you have a storefront, so this is my bag. It just has my logo, Destiny Adams, the Traveling Hair Boss, and then our social media handles. So when people come to your pop-up shops, you already have your stuff packaged up like this once they purchase them. Put them in the bag and everybody is good to go. So, and this is one of my favorite pieces, which I'm going to be doing more pop-up shops coming up with my brand. So yeah, so that's a part of the packaging piece. Now let's talk about pricing our items. So when you go get your t-shirts printed, which I'm going to take these out, I'm going to just go over the different options that you have. So this shirt is a unisex shirt and it's good quality. So when you get good quality shirts, you're going to pay a little bit more. And it's roughly like $1 or $2 more per shirt. And I think for these, you know, I don't even want to say how much it was because I don't even remember. I want to say maybe probably $6 to $7 to $8, one of them. So what you're paying for is the quality of the t-shirt. So you know how when you get some shirts that are really cheap and when you wash them they shrink, these don't do that. So you want to pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to the sizing. Is this shirt fit for women's, unisex, or men? So I ended up getting the unisex shirt, which is a good fit. And then also what you're paying for is how many colors do you have, and that's going to increase your pricing. So mine is just one color, which makes it nice and simple because he charges based on how many colors that you're adding. And then also if you want to add something to the inside, and you'll also be charged if you get something added to the back, if you get something added to the sleeves. So however you want to design your shirt, you need to factor all that into your pricing. So once I got mine, I believe my breakdown for just having the shirts printed, it was like $7 to $8 per shirt. And then things you need to include in your pricing. So the price of the shirt, the whole thing. If you have thank you cards, which most of the times you get these for like, maybe if you do 500 for $50, something along those lines. Look, don't have me quoting things. I'm going to actually insert the actual prices. If you have these little cards, these are your hang tags, those need to be factored in. The actual strings need to be factored in. Shipping materials need to be factored in. These little packaging little things need to be factored in. All of this needs to be included in your pricing. So including all of that, I believe my breakdown was like roughly I'm paying like, and you're doing it per like just per one of these things, so you'll break it down to even if it's 3 cents per packaging. But mine's ended up being like $10 to $11, and I always times mine by 3. So that way I'm able to cover the price of the shirt, all the materials. Another third goes into paying myself, and then the final third goes into growing my business. So let's say we got $10 for the shirt, $10 for me, and then $10 that's going to be invested back into the company. So that's how you want to price your t-shirts to make sure that you're always making your money back. Some for you, some for your company, and then just covering the cost of the goods. Because I know I hear a lot of people say like they'll buy a t-shirt for $10 and sell it for $20. But if you're only making a $10 profit, then how are you getting paid? How are you able to invest back into your company? So you need to factor all of that into your t-shirt prices, because I believe now that we're in 2021, the cost of materials have gone up. I don't think any shirt should be sold under $30. Well, some shirts you maybe can get to, I'll say 25 at the lowest, depending on how much you're able to get the shirt from. Like if you're mass producing in maybe 500 shirts at once, then you'll probably be able to get your cost a little bit lower. But for us regular people, we need to be selling our shirts at $30 and up. So now it's time to actually do your photo shoot. So you want to have some photos of your t-shirts. You want to have lifestyle, you want to have some professional images, and these are going to be the ones that you put on your website. So I did a photo shoot. Of course, my concept was black and white. I came up with a flyer that had 3 of my shirts on one flyer. And yeah, it was really cute. And I'm going to show y'all what exactly I came up with, how exactly it looked.
And that's what you're trying to go for, so.
So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video today. We were able to break down how to start your own t-shirt line, from designing, packaging, pricing, photo shoots, pretty much everything. So yeah, if you like this video, drop it in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications too. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, everything. I am Destiny Adams, of course. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thank y'all.